by Kevin McNamara of the Providence Journal. It's one of the best weeks of the year, conference tournament week. Obviously, PC starting off Big East play on Thursday against Butler. With how well they're playing right now, safely in the tournament, only upside for them in New York City. But what are their goals this week?
I think just continue to play well. Defensively, they've been really consistent for pretty much 6 weeks. Offense is still, up and down. I think if they lose, when they lose, it's going to be because they don't score enough.
Sure.
So I think some offensive efficiency, stay at a high level, have guys like A.J. Reeves play consistently every night, David Duke, those younger guys. I think the combination with Pipkins, Diallo, those younger guys, Nate Watson inside, that's really what they need.
So right now they're projected around a 7 seed. What is the highest you think they could go, and would they fall back if they get ousted in the first round?
Yeah, I think 7 right now is actually a little high. If you look at the S curve, the way they seed them 1 through 64, it's more in the 8s.
Okay.
So I think they're probably an 8-9 as we speak. I think 7 might be as high as they can go. If they were to win the Big East tournament, I'd probably cap out at a 6.
Okay. What do you like in the matchup against Butler? They split the season series with the road team winning each game. What do you like about Thursday?
I like Providence's physicality. Every Big East coach, when they come through and talk about the Friars, they say, wow, they're just tough to play against. They're hitting you all the time. They're a good rebounding team, kind of dictate the tempo. That plays well against Butler. Butler did not have their starting point guard in the game that Providence won out at Hinkle Fieldhouse, Aaron Thompson. He's a very important player. He'll be playing on Thursday night.
Are you one of those believers where it's like if PC wants to achieve their ultimate goal, and that's make a run in the NCAA tournament, maybe a slip-up isn't all that bad, because is it feasible for them to win, I don't know, 10, 11 in a row?
Yes. I don't think the Big East tournament for a team like Providence, it's a goal. Everyone wants to go down there and win. I don't think they should cry at all if they slip up even on Thursday. But you have to play well.
Right.
I think Providence, because they've been in the tournament so often now, this would be 6th in the last 7 years, they're overdue to make a run.
Sure.
And if that requires, a few extra days of rest, fine. It's all about the NCAA tournament, not the Big East tournament for the Friars. That's where I stand anyways.
Right. Your good friend Tim O'Shea was on our show Sunday night, and he thinks, I don't know if he was just catering towards this crowd, they could make a deep run. He mentioned Final Four sort of with a smirk, but is this a team? It's wide open right now, right?
Was that Swami O'Shea? Not Timmy? Swami? Swami O'Shea.
Swami, yeah.
It's a wide open year in college basketball. If you asked me to name 8 good teams, I don't think I could do it. It's that shaky.
Wow.
I think there's multiple teams in the Big East who Providence has already beaten who could be a 2 seed, certainly 3 seeds. So certainly they can play with upper echelon teams. Providence's issue is going to be they're going to have a game where they don't shoot the ball well.
Right.
That's happened. We've seen it. We've seen halves where they shoot 22%. They have to avoid those. If they avoid those, they're going to be a tough out.
All right, let's move ahead to the URI Rams, who begin A-10 play on Friday. By all accounts, they need to win the tournament, right, to get in. Is that doable if they have to see Dayton?
Well, the way the bracket sets up, they wouldn't see them until the championship game. That's exactly where you want to see them. You don't want to have to come up with an all-world performance in the semifinal and have to bounce back the next day. And there's always a chance that Dayton could slip up before you see them.
Maybe to St. Louis in
Sunday.
the semis.
Tough matchup. We've seen St. Louis, how physical they can be. You never know. Rhode Island's, probably going to play Duquesne in that Friday night game. That's a tough game right off the shot. Rhode Island has not played well now for going on 3 weeks. Just survived the other night up in Amherst. So I think any game that URI plays is going to be difficult, but I do think that they need to win the tournament.
Last one on the Rams. Based on where they were, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, they were getting votes in the top 25, projected to be in the field. Would you call this a collapse, a letdown? How would you characterize their last few weeks?
No, it's a long season, number one. And number two, the way that schedule unfolded, it was backloaded with stronger games late. 2 games against Dayton. We've seen how good St. Louis is. The road trip to Davidson is always a difficult one in the A-10. I just think in that 10-game winning streak, they played a lot of dogs, and they feasted on them. And that's what you're supposed to do, and you just hope that you can win those big games. Now, I'll be really interested to see how the Rams finish both in the A-10 tournament, and if they fall short, I think they can get a home game in the NIT, and we'll see what they can do.
All right. Thank you so much, Kevin McNamara, joining us. We'll talk more URI and PC tomorrow night. Much more coming up on the Sports Wrap right after this.